It's muted. There we go. There we go. I should probably open up anything, so I have no idea what's happening anytime. Morning, 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 morning. Let's open some tabs. Forms, Twitch, /dashboard. There we go. Dashboard. Morning, good morning, good morning. There's the chat. I'm like, oh, there's the chat room. It was gone. Now I got it. Oh, evening, Damien. Hey, Sparta. How's it going? Let's see here. I'm just going to start working on some other stuff today. There's this thing. Stop that. Do this thing. 1,000 things to remember. Like, do this thing. Do that thing. Now do this thing over here. All the things. Maybe I should tweet something. Tweet it out to the people. Let's see. Guess I could hit the button here. Coding. There we go. Coding it up. Sleepy. Not too sleepy. Actually, I'm pretty wide awake. That's a lie. It was a beautiful Saturday morning in Seattle. Seattle. Get to file some taxes today. That's very exciting. I was trying to go to the IRS website, but they're all down. Let's see if they're down. IRS.gov. That's where I was at yesterday. Yep. So this is my new favorite thing. Check this out. Let's go to my desktop. So I'm on the IRS website. Beautiful. Everyone loves the IRS website. It's their favorite. And then you can be like, oh, let me just file my taxes for free. That's good. That's positive. That's good. That was really great. And then you're like, oh, what about something else? Like, oh, maybe I'm just interested in refund status. Nope. Not gonna happen. No refunds for you. I'm like, oh, let me look at like these forms. No, that's not gonna happen either. And then they're like, oh, how about just the online, was that fire. I don't know why it's fire.irs.gov. I'll go to the fire website. Oh, this one's works. That's good. Okay, this is actually working. It was down yesterday, so that's good. I'm relatively happy about that. Fire policy? Fire policy. No, it's not gonna happen. I was like, oh, let me just like scroll. Like, I was like, fine for the fire stuff. It's like, oh, hot mess over there. Anyways, let's pour some coffee. Exciting. Mooch stole some room down there in the monkey area. Still, I'm kind of on my last bits of this Olympia coffee, so I need to go on a coffee spree today. But wash my cup from yesterday. It's very important. And then I got my Zojirushi. So just fresh pot right out the hot and fresh out the oven of a Hario V60. Woo. Hey Alex, how's it going, buddy? Switzerland. Ooh, it's probably late there. Maybe the afternoon. Maybe like a 5 or 6 p.m. That's what I'm gonna guess. Switzerland time. Time in Switzerland. 5:38. I feel like that's kind of close to Alan's time in Ireland. Time in Ireland. 4:39. It's close. 1 hour difference. Not bad. Well, that's not too bad for him. It's 8:39, 4:39 till the end of the day. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna start working on my Xamarin for my checkbox again. I got some feedback. On said checkbox. Not super excited about it, but I guess it's a thing that's gonna have to happen at some point. So we have our checkbox. It's beautiful. Look at these checkboxes. Oh, much checkbox. So much checkbox. Now, besides that, Andre and I are probably going to add some labels to it, but I figure I'll at least try to button some things up. It seems as though what people want, Shane wants, is remove all the new cells, even though I was very excited about our new cells. We're going to have so many new cells. Add some unit tests. I'm not very excited about that. And then it says the checkbox should have properties that allow you to color parts of it, and then the user can change those colors based on the state. guess, but it's like check state, press state. I'm not really sure. I kind of just want to figure out what the Twitch does, but basically based off of this. Yeah, Alex, thank you for the sub. A little Twitch Prime.
Nothing is impossible.
Twitch Prime sub. I know all my stuff were gone because all my subs I hadn't streamed in so long. Get some mooch in there. Mooch. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like checked and unchecked color are a bit too vague, and we can give a bit more fine-grained control. Wonder if Checkbox should implement iBorder element. All these are possible for drawing them with Skia, but we're not really drawing them with Skia. So I could see pressed event and also press state manager, much like button and image button. Probably. So let us see. I guess like you have a. Oh, I'm gonna see what the toggle button does. If I look at, I think like probably the toggle is the switch. Switch is probably the closer to. Okay, so let's first go ahead and remove all my cells. There's my poor cells. I'm so sad. Switch cell, checkbox cell. Oh my goodness. This makes me sad. I'm gonna remove it based on demand.
I'm way up. I feel blessed.
All Zero Bobby. Thanks for the follow, buddy. I'm assuming you work at All Zero. How's it going? We're gonna remove this checkbox. Bye, checkbox. Sad. Okay. Now you need to find all these other ones. So platform. So now what we're gonna need to do is delete all the other checkbox stuff. Don't need anything in maps. Anything in XAML. Platforms. iOS. Cells. It's a sad day for the checkbox renderer. I was very excited about it. Checkbox renderer gone. And then, do we even have one in macOS? Probably. Checkbox renderer. Gone. Bye. Bye. Did we do one in WPF? I don't think so. Tizen, no. UWP is probably checkbox items. Definitely had one in Android. Cells, checkbox cell renderer. Checkbox view renderer. Apply that to, what's that? Delete by. Checkbox renderer. Checkbox cell. Probably just do that. By checkbox. Sad. Sad. Then in our controls, gallery pages, cell gallery, checkbox. By. Sad. All right, and then we can remove some of these navigations. Test attributes, checkbox cell, move that away. I think this can stay. Sweet data template. Oh, it's all in the text cell renderer. Ooh. There we go. Move this. Move this. Oh, we did have a cell renderer in the WPF. Oh, interesting. Alright, so It's here. Delete this. Then WPF resources. I wonder if I need to pull out the entire checkbox template from it. Let's see. Okay, so now everything is going to be gone. It's very sad. It's a very sad day for everybody involved here. Checkbox cell officially destroyed. I guess I can get rid of this, huh? Switch cell. Okay. Sad. Bye, checkbox cell. Bye. All right, let's check this in. Remove all instances of checkbox cell per demand. Save that. And check in. Save all. But I don't want to stage the submodule. Unstage. Get out of here, submodule. All right. Let's go ahead and sync that. Okay. So checkbox 1. Boom. Unit test. We're not even at a unit test. All right, so our tests are where? Embedding test pages, UI tests. Maybe a unit test? Core, ooh. These all do have unit tests. That's interesting. All right, well, let's look at the switch test. Maybe we'll just see what that does. Switch unit test. Well, it's easy enough. Let's copy and pasta this puppy. So many testers. This project's so big. All right, so I gotta sneeze. Woo! All right, so checkbox unit tests. Bam. Then checkbox unit tests. Test constructor var. Why are we putting that in there? So checkbox is checked, false. Checkbox. It's very verbose names, just to really put them over the top, because that is the correct thing to do. Checked. Changed. Fired true. Is checked. True. True. All right. Event double fire. And checkbox. Checkbox fired up. Also, var. Hello. Why would you have that in there? Checkbox is toggled. Is checked. Checked changed. Is checked. Fired. False. Cool. There's my sweet unit test. Copy paste unit test. That's good. What else? Are there UI tests that I need to write? UI tests? Ooh. Shared. Oh, I don't think I need to. Oh, I do. There's a switch unit test. Guess I need to do these. Check box UI tests. Bam. Oh, and you navigate to the gallery. That's cool. Okay, so checkbox. UI test categories. Ah, jeez. Checkbox. Should be like name of checkbox. Check. Oh. I totally just messed that up. Let's close all but this window. Oh, close all but that. All right, so checkbox. Checkbox UI test. Checkbox UI test. Checkbox. Gallery queries. Ooh. Where's my switch at? Checkbox. It's interesting too. Alright, we're going down a rabbit hole here, people. Just going down and go to here. Okay, so... Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. It's like, what is it under the hood? I guess a checkbox is a... What is my checkbox? Fast renderers? No, where did I put it? Renderers? Cells? App compat? Checkbox. It is a app compat checkbox. Android support V7 widget app compat checkbox. Oh, it's also a checkbox, which is Android widget checkbox. Cool. Android widget checkbox. Good old UI tests, all day UI tests. I guess like on... It doesn't really help if they have this in two places because they're not always exactly the same. Let's just do a new if iOS. And if, I guess, and then we'll put in a checkbox. And I guess for the checkbox, whatever the, I don't know if that's pulling incorrectly for that thing, because for iOS, my checkbox is a UI control at the end of the day. That's kind of funny. UI control, because we're drawing it. And then on Mac, it is a NS button. I don't think they're doing this correct though. Yeah, because there's like none of those things exist in it. So I'll just put that there, I guess. curious though. I wonder if I should do this. Checkbox renderer. That makes more sense. Okay, cool. Okay, we're getting close. Is focused, is unfocused. That's good. That doesn't really do a lot, but sure, they're in there. All right, we added some unit tests. Check, check, check. Checkbox tests added. Added UI tests and unit tests. Everyone's really quiet today. I hope everyone's having a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. Just chilling. I'm already out of coffee. That's not good. Not good for anyone involved in the situation. What am I? I can also do this. Hold on. This is not an accurate representation of my goal for my followers. Let's see, followers. I need a real good goal of followers for 608, 608, 06, 25, 2019. That's my goal date. There we go. Updating some goals, life goals. Okay, so checkbox test done. Checkbox should have properties. Yeah, I see color properties. Yes, so see at pure ween. Yes, comma coloring is only available iOS/Android as they only support it. Hey, Ancient Coder, how's it going, buddy? UWP would need a full XAML item template to accomplish it, which doesn't seem like a good idea. I am still a bit confused on the press state, but we'll give it a go. Today, I'm trying to figure out, still finish out my checkbox. Good old checkbox, all day checkbox. So, mostly any finishing touches that it needs. I believe that we're in a really solid space. I think Andre might go in and do some things to it. I'm against his implementation, so, but that's me. His current implementation, I should say, but I believe he wants to go in and add some labels, which I'm not against 100%. I'm kind of against it, but you know, it is what you do. So I was trying to figure out, when am I starting the app project? That's a good question. Ugh. I need to just do it. I thought about doing it today. Like, I woke up this morning, I was like, I should really just start my app. I don't know. I need a design. I need a design. I have my designers and I haven't paid them yet to start the design. So I think that's the problem, but I don't know. I need to just do it. I'll come up with requirements. So that's my next step, to do some requirements to figure out what I'm actually going to put in it and then do it. I'm going to do it this week. Yeah, the app idea is it's an app that I want for a long time. So I try to build apps based off of like a problem in my life. So Scoreboard came to be because we were trying to figure out and score games easily without pen and paper. So that's how Scoreboard came about a few years ago. Although I need to update it probably really soon. And then this app is a few different ideas in one. So like what I want it to be is an app where anyone can go in and easily discover how to brew coffee properly and the different methods, and add in nice helpers to help them do that. So there's been apps that I've used in the past, but they've always not been what I wanted in general. So they haven't really helped out with weighing or measuring or countdowns and timers and things like that. So I wanted to build an app that allows me to create your coffee kitchen. So the things that are in your kitchen to brew coffee, and then how to brew it. So based on like the strength or the weakness that you want, like what should your settings be in general. And then I also want to help you find better coffee. So I want you to be able to, based on your area, partner with different coffee companies around to offer beans or things like that is kind of my idea. So, hey, Janusku. Hey, Andrew, how's it going, buddy? That's kind of my idea right now. I should just do it, but I need to sketch it out first. So maybe this week I'll spend some time sketching out my app idea and go from there. So. Yeah, that's the idea. I've wanted to do it for a while now, so I just need to do it. I guess it's kind of my end all be all. Oh, that was a quick transition in the music. It's like tutorials and ideas of how to brew, but also I want you to be able to create have all the different coffee equipment available to you, and then say like this is the actual coffee equipment I have. And because I think people are always get scared. So like, oh, I'm only going to do French press, or I'm only going to do a drip coffee machine. Where what would be great is if they, are like, oh, I have this V60 here. What do I need, to actually do it? And then based on that, like, it'd be nice to like set favorites and have you be able to go in. Where's my forums? And rate like your different coffee beans that you like and things like that. So there's some other ideas there around like, oh, these are the coffee beans that I have, and then these are the ones that I really like, so I can like reorder them. So there's some ideas that I have in there in general, but yeah, something like that. Hey, a Pine Dax, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Man, I'm very monkey coffee. I have I want to do it for, there's different categories you could do. You could do this for tea too. So I have some people that want to do this, but we have a whole name, a whole brand with it too. So need to get on that. Where's this toggle at? Toggled event, switch. So I'm debating, is toggled on color? I don't understand why we have checked color and unchecked color. That's what we should have. It's not the background color. It's not the border color. Let me look at this. They said that the button has a press state thing. I border, I button control. Fill color? Ooh, fill color? Maybe fill color. What about not fill color? Unfilled color? Color? Base color, border color? So I think at some point, at some point there will be text, so the border will be the border around the entirety of it, right? And the background is the background color behind it. So let's open up paint, right? So if I think of paint here, so here's my area, and then I also have two states, right? I have this state, and I also have this state. Okay. And we have uniform color, fill color. Then inside of here, we probably have like the checkbox, right? And then we have like text, checkbox, text. Everyone does their best work in Paint, by the way. Checkbox text goes here. So what we want is to say, like, what are these states in general? Yeah, I think it's a good idea, Andrew. So there's a whole lot of ideas that you could do here, right? I think it's a good idea. I'm on it. So you have like, so here's the checkbox, right? Oops. How do I swap that? Okay, so. Oops. You'd expect that to be the border of the checkbox itself. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So border color and fill color. Okay. I think we can do that. I like that. Border. Okay. Got it. Okay, so yeah, I like that. I like that. So we go into checkbox and we can say that this is, where is also, I have a button, I think, which is I border element. Okay. I like that. I think that's good. So you have a fill color and then a border color. And I think if I do, would you have a border? So I don't think I want a border width, but I just want a normal border. Okay. Border radius. Corner radius. Okay, so what is all in a border element? So I can't do this, right? I can't do... I'm just going to call them border color, and they call it background color. I don't like that. But there is a background color to it. But the background color would be the whole thing behind it. So, checkbox. I think it should be... Now, the question that I have, right? Think about this. Is there this is the border. So right now I have this as, so question mark for you. Like if I fill this with orange, is that the fill color? Like, do you want there to still be this border on it, right? My assumption is no, that this is like the border, and then this like is fill and border, right? So like it should be all one color. So we're getting rid of this. And then the question becomes, yes, if you have another checkbox here in checkbox text, of course I did this, that's good. Okay, so you should have, oops. I'd have the border still be separate. And then based on if it's checked state or not, you would change the border of it. You could do that. So what it looks like, by the way, if you go here, right? So like the default implementation on like on of them is they're all basically filled. Oh. Hey Garahorn, thank you for the follow. So I guess it's like, that's why I said checked color. Like I guess border color and checked color would be correct. Like if it's checked, it's kind of my thought. Because on all of them they fill. See, it's like it's full fill. Then there's a border here, and then that's why I like to unchecked color and checked color. But it's like technically, I guess border color and fill color is fine too. But it's not. That's why it's like these other colors you will see is checked. Well, I think if we do that, just a pasta and like Hasopas, then just like that. It's not really possible on Android. That's the problem. Out of the box, and we're not drawing. I'm only on iOS. We're drawing it. That's the problem. See, I don't like this. Like, no one wants to set up a Visual State Manager to change the colors when things are pressed or not test. Border color could get a different color when checked. So you do it with drawable states. It's a tint. Check state, normal state. Color for state checked. It's just like checked this color, not check this color. I guess that's what they're saying is like, don't have the colors in there and then tint color. Just do tint color. It could be fill color, and then fill color is there is a press state. It could just be color. Just color. What's the color? I just don't like that you'd have to set up a visual state manager just to change the color. Like, it's pretty clear, like I want it to be this color or I want it to be this color. But maybe it's just, it's the color, right? And then by default, there is only one tint color. Maybe it's just a color. Like, it's just a color. Most people will want the color to be the same on the border and also on the inside, probably most of the time. So while we do have a border color and a non-border color in the terms of the control, you really only have one color. So maybe it's the tint color. I kind of like that. Tint color property. And then you don't have an unchecked color. Hey Breaker, how's it going, buddy? Like that goes away. And then this becomes the tint color. They'll probably rename it, but it's fine too. And that's all you have, right? You have this tint. It like has a tint to it. Then you assign the tint based on the state of it, which I think is the correct thing to do. You know, I think that's correct. Yeah. There we go. So whenever we're in here, we have a checkbox renderer. Now there is an unchecked color. This would be the tint color, which I kind of like. And then here, this simplifies the entire thing because there's no longer a border around it. It's just the color. There is a disabled color. Let's get rid of the unchecked color. And we'll also get rid of the here. We'll remove this. That's good. Go to property. Tint color. And then we can get rid of the unchecked color. Rename underscore tint color. Ciao, hey, how's it going? Alicio. Morning, good morning, morning. That way I can set the checked border to a gray, for example. You still want a border property. Me my accent color. Well, no, this would be correct. So you would set the tint in a checked state. You'd use the Visual State Manager. You could say, hey, set the tint when it's unchecked to this color. I'll set it to this color. But by default, you set it to one color. I'll have an example of it. It's correct. They're correct. Oh. Let's rename this. Tint color. There we go. So then you still have you just do it no matter what. Set stroke. There we go. I'm gonna simplify everything, really. There's a disabled color. That's it. Cool. All right. Then here on Android, there's only the tint color changes. You update color. Oops. And then you can do then here you just do this. Or the tint color and the tint color. So these are the same. Here, perfect. Now, I guess the issue is going to be this press state. It's interesting. Enabled check state. Is there another var press state? State pressed. State enabled and press state. Then you also have, that's very complicated. I guess that's the fallback. It's like it's not enabled and checked, enabled and checked, enabled and unchecked, and then drop down to anything else is disabled. I guess a press state. It's enabled and is pressed. Then new int. It's not state enabled and not pressed. I guess. Oh, no, I just need that or that. So it's enabled and that. So then I can do tint color again. That seems correct. These are just the defaults. State pressed. Yeah, thank you. State pressed. There you go. Yeah, so in this regard, it'd be like enabled and pressed, else everything else go down. That's cool. Wow, a lot of people watching today. A lot of people really interested in this button. Really interested in the button. I could also do a disabled color. We could do that, which defaults to a light gray. But I think I just set it automatically. Let's see, where's iOS at? So I do have a disabled color, but I think the disabled color is just default. Move that. Let's get out of there. So I guess in our checkbox we could have a disabled color, but you could set the tint based on disabled to it. No, it doesn't make any sense. I guess that's the question. Should I have a disabled color? But I don't know if any other control has a disabled color, so I think I'll just leave it alone. So we have that. Now, I guess they said that they have a pressed. I don't understand pressed. Is pressed property? I don't really know if you need a pressed state. I don't really want to do a press state, but I think this is the correct thing to do. So I think just based on that, I think it's probably good. So what you could do, stupid, is if I was to go into like the XAML, oh, gonna freeze up my stream, Visual Studio. Perfect. I need a new computer so bad. I need a new computer. So if you were to go into the gallery, control gallery, yeah. I don't know why that's mad at me. You could go into this thing. Say, okay, I really want to see the checkbox. Where is it? Where's my checkbox at? Core gallery. Checkbox core gallery, right? I hate that this thing is in here, but so then you could say like tint color, but what you could do is this. You could say so you could do a new checkbox. State managed. A new checkbox, and you could say, okay, the default is tint. That doesn't actually matter. What you could do is you could do, how do I do Visual State Manager? Visual State Manager, Xamarin Forms. We're learning Visual State Managers. There we go. So we have normal, disabled, and focused. Need the C#, yo. Okay, so seeing I don't know how to do this, I'm pretty sure couldn't I just do like checkbox? Okay, so set visual state groups. Let's see, visual state manager. I don't like there's no C# demos of this, huh? So there's a visual state manager group. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Set visual state groups on this checkbox. Do a new visual group list. Can I add items into here? Nope. It's gonna be a good blog post. Var states. And then states.add probably, and then a new state group. Current state. So you have a single group, which has some states of is checked, then is not checked. Okay, define your own. Okay, so I want to use the built-in ones. So this is going to say common states. Normal. Valid or invalid? How do I create? So there should be a checked visual state. I see. I don't know if you really want it to be pressed. You want it to be like... button element. Interesting. Pressed visual state. Then you can tell it to go to that visual state. So I see. Things are getting complicated. Things are getting complicated. I think we can have a checked visual state. So let's go here into our checkbox. So you could just have a checked visual state is checked. Visual state is checked. Okay. Then whenever this is set, go to that state, right? Go to state. Okay, that's easy enough. So if I go into my checkbox, it could be like if value I can do is checked visual state else base dot change visual state. So it'll just go back to normal. Seems logical. Seems logical. Oh, override. Change visual state. There we go. If is checked. Guess you would just call that automatically there whenever that changes. Okay, seems pretty good. Hey, Motown, how's it going? Andy. Motown Andy. Okay, so then here, back in my page.
I'm way up, I feel blessed.
Hey, thank you for the follow, buddy. So name. Do I need to give it a name? Why is it so complicated? I don't know why you need to give it a name at all, but like I should just be able to put states in there. Just be like, do that. So here I should say like states equals new, what is it? List of, oops, visual state. All right, let's bring this in. Then let us oh great, it's assigned only. Oh, I see. Okay, so terrible. var groups. And then I guess I have to do what? Groups dot add? No. Then here will be the name. And this would be is checked. Setters, great. Checked. State. It's very complicated. So you would set by default the tint here. So we could do, yeah, you would say tint color equals color dot red, for instance. Then we can say if it's checked, let us then do checked state dot setters dot add new setter property is what? Bindable property. So checkbox dot tint color property value equals, is it an object? It is color dot orange. All right, then that's exciting. Then we can say, you can say, yeah, is check state groups dot states dot add is check state, and then states dot add group groups. This should be rename group list group. Perfect. And then here we can add this to our group list. Perfect. And that should automatically do it, I think. I believe that that should do it. Let us clean. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't like something else. And I need to set Android as my startup. That's good. I don't know what that's from. Let's see if it'll build. Is that correct? That's the setter. Oh, that's the visual state. Like is checked is the visual state. Let's see, do I have any emulators? Spin up an emulator. It's like when it gets set to anything else, it's fine. Yeah, because if it's not checked and it's disabled, set it back to that other, yeah. All right, let's get this build going. Let's get rid of this thing. So long. So you got some text messages. Oh. There we go. All right, cool. There are 2,000. It's still doing. I guess it's still doing something. It's still analyzing. All right, let's see if this will boot. Whatever that is, it doesn't like something, but. Clean up some room here. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wait, just waiting around. Go back? Back. It's back? What's back? Use your words. Use your words. We're watching The Bachelor. Whoa, there's a lot of people in here all of a sudden watching me just sit around and on my phone. That's cool. I don't know where everyone came from. Well, welcome everyone to the stream. We're just debugging my checkbox, seeing if my checkbox is going to work. I don't know what's back. What's happening in life? Maybe someone retweeted me. Who retweeted me, bro? John Mont retweeted me. I like that. Thanks, John Mont. Well, I was like, whoa, there's all of a sudden people in here. I was like, where is everybody? Throw a mooch and a coffee in there. Come on, debug, you can do this. So I think this is correct. I have a group. Group has states. Add the group into there. Add a setter. That gets added there. Perfect. I'm just imagining this works. And everyone's gone. Okay. So I don't know what happened. Probably a bunch of bots. This should work. Okay. Oh, it did? Oh, weird. Huh. Oh, it's back now? Oh, weird. I don't know. I do have some skipped frames, so maybe that's what's up. Yeah, weird. Sorry about that. Again, I need a new computer to do this off of. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. But it's kind of weird for minutes, huh? Oh, that's weird. Some networking thing? I didn't have this problem before, though. That's strange if that's the issue. Oh, that's sad. It's weird because it didn't tell me that it was offline or anything like that, so... So that's good. Alright, so we have the orange. So if I go into my checkbox gallery, we should have a orange one. And then the unchecked state, which is like, I need to change those names, but... Oh, that didn't work, so that's good. Hmm. Strange. Strange. I'll have to watch back and see what happened in the stream. That's weird, it just did it. Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. I guess that's when the user sets it. Huh. Maybe it didn't recompile my code. This is my guess. That's weird. Hmm. I don't know. Unless I just stopped debugging or something. I'm kind of confused. Oh gosh. Where's my button at? Set is pressed. I feel as though this should work. I don't understand. Maybe there's some weird compile issue or something that it's not doing it. Could be whatever this is. I'm glad the stream is back. That's weird. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I feel like this didn't save my changes or something. Because, like, this should clearly set these properties. Or, like, it just doesn't debug correctly. Kind of strange. I guess I could do a... Yeah, it could be. Let's see what it's doing. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it did say like 10 minutes ago, frames detected skipped 96%. So something choked the CPU maybe? Yes, I think what I need to end up doing is coding on a different machine and then plugging this in. That's going to be my new strategy, I think. Kind of stinks, but it's probably going to have to be my strategy, unfortunately, if I want to do this whole streaming thing correct. Shouldn't be too bad, though. I should be able to plug in my dock and go to town. Next week, I'll make sure I do that. See if it stops again or not. I don't know. I feel like this is... I might need their help on it, to be honest with you. Alright, here we go. Let's see if it freezes again. No, it should be alright. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's good. Now we're hitting breakpoints. I like that. All right. All right, so now this hit this breakpoint. That's good. Still didn't change it, though. It says unchecked, set it here. Set value from renderer, checkbox renderer. It doesn't set it here for some reason. Like sets it here. Where does this go? Checkbox. Is checked property. Oh, I wonder if it does it in the... Yeah, it does it here. That's funny. When does this value ever get set? That's if the user sets it. Okay, so... I guess we can also then do it here. Change visual states. Okay. Should work. try this again. One more time. One more time. Twitch Air 2000. I think it's just something on the streamer side. Definitely not on your side, because definitely skip frames. It was just bad. Bad skip frames. Performance mode and editor context menu. Hold on, we got some stuff going on. I can't call that apparently. It's not static. Okay, so I don't know how to do this then. Oh, I think I do this in here. There we go. Stupid. Alright, this will be the last attempt. Else I'll just push what I have and see if they can fix it. Give me some tips. I think this should be it. I wonder if it's when I started the emulator. Maybe the emulator messed with the network. Maybe I should always have to have that started ahead of time. That could, I've seen that before where it's like messes with it. Build. Finish building. Yeah. Yeah, I could go to the... I have a phone sitting around. Usually use Visor for it. What is this thing doing? I think it's... Oh, there it goes. It's like, I think it's stuck. I usually like to use the emulator, but it should be fine. It's like, this computer has tons of RAM, so it's like not a big deal usually. But... yeah, that's true too. I guess it maybe uses a lot. I don't know what's using a lot of RAM. Visual Studio is using all my CPU. That's good. And OBS. Yeah, I just need to separate the two things. So streaming from the main activity, I think, is like what I actually need to do. But checkbox. Remove that. Yay, we did it. We did it. All right. Although it didn't set it back. All right. I guess I need to set a not checked state. I guess what does this set it to when I go unchecked again? Let's see. Go into here. It's probably normal. Normal. Yeah, so I think all I need to do now is do a normal state, and then that should work. So here, I just do a... and then that should work. Yay. We did it. We did it. We did it.
It should also read that I crushed it from 2013 to present.
Alright, let's see if this actually does work. It should go back to a normal state. Because there's a default state. I was hoping that it would cache the normal state. Like, oh, this is the thing. Ideally. But yeah, that's like, oh, if you want is checked. I guess it could be checked, but check state is check state. Oh, let's go figure that out. Come on, baby. Do this.
But unlike Chris, I'm not a command line guy. I love that warm, fuzzy feeling of my IDE.
All right, let's get out of here. All right. That's cool. That is cool. Nice. Nice.
And I'm gonna do what all Visual Studio developers do. I'm gonna start right-clicking on everything.
Because I'm gonna check in the code now. Added, changed colors to tint color, which makes sense. Added a is checked state, visual state. Okay, and a sample. Whoop whoop. Let's add this stuff. Stage. Unstage. Right, we did it. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that everything else builds. So I don't think we did anything for colors in here. Oop, perfect. Done it. All right. All right, that's going to do it. While this pushes some changes, I'm going to go eat some breakfast. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks for hanging on with the stream glitches, but it seems like everyone made their way back. All right, well, have a great one. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back on Friday for some more funs. Peace.
Some people dream success. Don't let your dreams be dreams. You should get to the point where anyone else will quit, and you're not gonna stop there. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. Nothing is impossible. Do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can.